Hi, I'm Ira, and I am from BSCA 1A. I am here to discuss to you our topic, managing in a global environment. Let's begin with a snapshot of a remarkable individual, Elon Musk. He is a great example of a successful entrepreneur nowadays. He is the owner of the famous luxurious car, Tesla. Now then, he built the first overseas plant in China. Who do you think should he hire as a manager in this company? Should it be an American, a Chinese, or others that is suitable for the job? So there are actually views that represent different approaches to managing international business. So they reflect a company's perspective on its global operations and how it handles various aspects such as marketing and decision making. The first one is ethnocentric. It is characterized by a home country oriented perspective. In this approach, key management positions are typically filled by employees from the company's home country. For example, the Samsung company whose owner is a Korean, they built a company that is also managed by a Korean in United States. So next one is polycentric approach. The first one approach where a multinational company tailors its operations to the specific characteristics and preferences of each local market it operates. It involves granting a high level of authorities to local subsidiaries to adopt products and services to suit the unique needs of different regions. McDonald's is an example of a company that embraces a polycentric approach. It adapts its menu offerings to cater to local tastes and cultural preferences in different countries. For instance, in India, McDonald's offers a range of vegetarian options to suit the Indians' vegetarian diet. So let's move on to geocentric approach. Geocentrism takes a global perspective, seeking the best talent and ideas regardless of nationality, race, or country of origin. It aims to balance global integration and local responsiveness, emphasizing a global borderless organizational culture. So, for example, Unilever, a company known for its diverse range of consumer goods, uses a geocentric approach by offering localized products while maintaining a unified global brand presence. Brands like Dove and Axe have a global appeal but can adapt to local preferences. So let's move on with nationalism versus globalism. Nationalism emphasizes the interests and culture of a specific nation or country. It places a strong focus on national identity, sovereignty, and independence. Globalism, on the other hand, emphasizes interconnectedness and cooperation on a worldwide scale. It prioritizes global challenges and encourages international collaboration. It's essential to understand that the shift from nationalism to globalism is often not absolute but rather represents a change in emphasis and policy orientation. Many countries maintain a balance between these two approaches to address the complex and evolving demands of the modern world. So, let's move on to the case against globalization. The downside of globalization. Critics of globalization argue that the companies in developed countries are sending jobs to other countries with lower labor costs, meaning they're moving work to places where workers are paid less. This can lead to job losses in developed nations. So, for instance, manufacturing jobs. A company that used to make its product in a high wage country might decide to move its manufacturing operations to a lower wage country to reduce labor costs. As a result, factory workers in the high wage country may lose their jobs. Next, wage stagnation for the middle class. The availability of inexpensive products from around the world has led to wage stagnation for the middle class. This means that even though goods are cheaper, many middle class workers are not seeing their incomes rise. So, next, Globalization and capitalism together have increased wealth inequality. When globalization and capitalism work together, they can lead to greater disparities in wealth and income distribution. This means that some people or entities become much wealthier while others remain relatively poor. Let's define capitalism first. This is an economic system where individuals and businesses for profit with limited government intervention. Capitalism encourages private ownership and competition. Here's an example why globalization and capitalism together have increased wealth inequality. For example, real estate. In global cities, foreign investors can buy properties, driving up real estate prices. This can make the prices of lots may be less affordable for the local residents. And next, some groups are harmed by globalization. For example, traditional artisans. Local artisans who produce handmade crafts may struggle to compete with cheaper or mass-produced goods from other countries, which can hurt their income and traditional craftsmanship. Globalization today and managerial implications. Globalization will continue despite its critics because the infrastructure is already in place for global trade. That means global trade is necessary for us to develop as a country. The evidence shows globalization is not the cause of unemployment, technology is the culprit. And the managerial implications is managers need to develop requisite skills to be a global manager. Different types of international organizations. MNC, also known as multinational corporation, a broad term that refers to any and all types of international companies that maintain operations in multiple countries. The first one is multi-domestic corporation, a business that operates in multiple countries and treats each country as a separate and independent market. They adapt their products and strategies to meet the specific demands of each local market. Second, global company, a business that operates on a global scale, conducting business activities in numerous countries. Global corporations often have centralized management and may maintain a more standardized approach across countries. Third, transnational or borderless organization, a highly integrated global entity that operates beyond traditional geographical and cultural boundaries. They focus on global integration and adaptability with fluid resource allocation and complex global supply chain. How organizations go international. So the first one is global sourcing, purchasing materials or labor from around the world wherever it is cheapest. Next one, exporting, making products domestically and selling them abroad. Next one, importing, acquiring products made abroad and selling them domestically. Next one, licensing. An organization gives another organization the right to make or sell its product using its technology or product specifications. Next, franchising. An organization gives another organization the right to use its name and operating methods. Next one, strategic alliance, joint venture, a business agreement between two companies that make the active decision to work together with the collective aim of achieving a specific goal and increasing each company's bottom line. Next, foreign subsidiary, directly investing in a foreign country by setting up a separate and independent production facility or office. Next one, managing in a global environment. What challenges will a manager face in a new country? The first factor, the political environment. U.S. managers are accustomed to a stable and legal political system. Managers must stay informed of the specific laws in countries where they do business. Some countries have risky political climates. Next, economic environment, free market economy, an economic system in which resources are primarily owned and controlled by the private sector. Next, planned economy, an economic system in which economic decisions are planned by a central government. Next one, cultural environment. Under that is national culture, the values and attitudes shared by individuals from a specific country that shape their behavior and beliefs about what is important.